Cash in India is disappearing. Have you noticed how nobody nowadays walks with wallets and people literally have no physical coin change that used to make all that twinkling sound in their pockets when you would walk around? What happened? Unify payment,
Interface.
UPI, that's right. Everything is being replaced now with UPI.
I'm living without cash for the last year, and you know why? Because of UPI. Something very interesting that exists only in India and solves most of your financial and payment problems.
I know, like in Europe, to send money somebody that easily or that quickly, you need to be like on the same platform like PayPal or so many other platforms. When in India, to use UPI, you can be a user of any bank, you can use any of these applications, and you can transfer money to anybody.
Within a second, instantly.
And the most important thing, that it has absolutely zero commission.
That actually what surprised many foreigners when we are telling them about UPI. And UPI actually makes your daily life easier.
Everything nowadays is done through UPI, whether you go and you pay 10 rupee chai, or whether you buy 1.5 lakh rupee iPhone in the Apple store, whether you are checking in to five-star hotel or you are buying half kilo of piyaj in a veg market. It's something that is so convenient nowadays. Did you know that every single day there are 64 crore UPI transactions are done in India?
64 crores?
In other words, 640 million transactions are done every single day in India through UPI, whether it's 10 rupee or whether it's 1 lakh.
Wow, I didn't know that. And what surprised me most, how actually UPI and most ancient traditions coexist in India. I was doing parikram and we went to the temple and I had no cash because I don't carry cash. I have only UPI and
Who
phone.
carries cash?
So I really liked the temple and I wanted to give a donation, but I couldn't. I was really a bit upset. But when I go out of the temple, I saw a big banner with a big QR code on a wall where I can give actually donation through UPI.
Let us know down in the comments whether you think that cash is something that one should carry on every single day basis, or UPI is just fine. Another fun thing I've noticed with UPI, it doesn't matter the distance or the angle
Oh
that
yeah.
you're standing and trying to scan that QR code, it works absolutely perfectly, like in no time.
Yeah.
The other day, I was trying to log in into my WhatsApp web, and man, that requires some precision. It should be like the right angle, the right distance. WhatsApp is trying to scan it, and 5 7 minutes go by, and you're still trying to figure out how to log in. When with UPI, you come to get fuel at the petrol pump, and you're like halfway across the QR code, and you're lazily just doing a swipe of the QR code, and it magically appears on your screen. This is where convenience meet the mean of hassle-less payment. You will be able to pay without any effort. UPI has changed the approach and lives of so many people. As a consumer, you don't need to carry a wallet or cash or having a whole bunch of coins in your pocket. But I think same goes for vendors, because for vendors is always a challenge to give you the right
Yeah.
amount in change, and they can spare so many coins and so many like smaller notes in order to be able to provide people change. Also, I found very useful that with those scanners there is a little speaker, so once the payment is committed, speaker actually announces the amount that has been credited to his account, and that way they don't need to look at your phone or look at their statement every time, like checking whether the money arrived or not. So in this way, everything is super convenient with UPI here in India.
the founder of UPI actually made everyone's life so much
I
easier.
didn't research whoever that guy was, but I think it was a brilliant idea. And
Thank you.
beyond that, I think government was even more brilliant for not rejecting it and actually giving it a go during COVID. And it became now such a thing that we use every single day. But I think so many other things, we don't think about it on a daily basis. Like we're just like paying left and right. But despite all that, there is a very big one downside of UPI, and I will tell you what is it. When you have certain amount of cash in your wallet, you slowly start seeing how those 500 rupee notes, they turn into hundreds, and then the amount of them is shrinking, and you do realize that you're running out of money. With UPI, you almost seem like a Kuvera. You just swipe left and right. You're paying here and there, one QR code after another one. And then at some point, you have this thing when you're swiping, when you're scanning a QR code and you're trying to send the money, and it says insufficient bank balance. Eh.
I wish every UPI would actually connect it to Kuvera's sum of money. That would
Did
be.
you know that when you're speaking on the phone and at the same time you're trying to make a UPI payment, you will get a big emergency pop up on your screen that you're currently speaking on the phone? Please make sure that you're transferring the right amount to
Aww.
the right receiver. Like, first time it happened to me, I was so surprised because it means that they actually went up to a point where they care for the people not to transfer wrong amount, because like, when you're on the phone you can get very
Yeah.
spaced out. This is really beautiful.
Now India is setting standards for the payment system in the whole world.
Almost, I think, about 10 countries now, including France, UAE, and Singapore, are already using UPI system. And it's something that the whole world should actually learn from India, how effortless and how quick transactions can be done, not just inside one country, but internationally.
That would be awesome.
Speaking of which, UPI literally connects the most developed and modern cities of India with the most rural and almost like abandoned area, because in most places I've been, from Nainital all the way down to Tirupati, you can pay with UPI everywhere. Smallest vendors, pani puri walas, sabji walas, tuk tuk walas, any wala will have a UPI QR code. If people don't have UPI QR code, they will be able to provide you with their phone number, which is linked to a UPI account, and you can send their money.
That's why UPI, in our opinion, unites the whole country. Poor people, rich people, rural areas, developed areas, every area, every person has UPI here. Even children now can use UPI.
I know. Which brings us to a point that there is no surprise why Western community and so many other countries are looking at India, and they're fascinating with it and with its progress, with its modern technology, and with the ways that actually things are done in India. The list can go on, but in this video we will just cover the payment system. I think we should make a separate video for the deliveries and what you can actually get inside your house, and how long you can actually survive without even having a need to step out from your house, starting from essentials, finishing with the most
iPhones.
bizarre thing, and that all is delivered in minutes. Stay tuned, follow our channel, and we're gonna be talking and covering a lot more about life and standard and ways of living in Bharat.